Scorpios, let's go ahead and get into the energy. It's going to be for October 1st through the 3rd. Keep in mind, this is general. If you do want more of a personal reading because I resonate with you and whatnot, please check out the description so that you guys can go ahead and book your reading. And everything that you need as far as information will be listed below. But let's jump into it. Let's see what October 1st through the 3rd has in store for you, okay, guys? We're going to do a spread, and then towards the end, I'm going to pull some oracle cards. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What does the 1st through the 3rd of October have in store for them? Alrighty, Scorpios. So let's jump into it. The first card's going to represent just the overall theme, and I have the Wheel of Fortune. So you guys are experiencing this shift and change, and this feels like a shift for the better, honestly. You could be feeling this energetic shift more than something physically happening. Now, for some of you, it can be more in a physical sense where you're noticing maybe you have more luck at work and you're receiving, you know, more tips, or you're receiving more favorable feedback from a boss, or with a business here. This could be things all of a sudden changing for the better within your love life. It just feels like there's a shift in energy here. For others of you, this is manifesting in the sense of you just like being more uplifted, a lot more happy, a lot more like content, and things changing around you. Like a lot of you are in a space of welcoming change because it's starting to feel like it's time. A lot of you also could find yourself changing your opinion drastically on something. Like you may have had this very rigid perspective on a person or a situation here, and you could like randomly have this energy of feeling like, I don't know. Yeah, you could be feeling this energy of like a shift in the way you were seeing it previously. But anywho, moving deeper into this energy, the next card's going to represent the possible challenge that could come up. And with these 6 of Swords, this could be moving. So maybe you're trying to like relocate to a different state. Maybe travel plans get pushed back or something. I'm also seeing something here about transportation. So if you have like a vehicle, make sure you have like routine maintenance done on it, or that you're not putting certain things off because it could be a problem during this time frame. Also, moving on, you could be having a lot of resentment for how a situation turned out, or you slightly want to go back to the drawing board and maybe speak to an ex, or speak to that one friend where you've never had a chance to convey how you feel. Like there could be this feeling of you needing to get certain things off your chest. All right. And for some of you, you could struggle with like occasional anxiety, where it's like things are energetically feeling a lot different and you're moving into a better space, but you can't help but to like sometimes let your mind wander into spaces. Now, your feelings during this time frame, I have the 10 of Pentacles. So you could be feeling a way about a long-term investment you guys have put your energy into. Maybe this is a home where you're like, why isn't the maintenance done here the way I want it to be done? Or why haven't I figured out what I'm going to do in terms of my living situation? It just feels like you guys feel a way about a living situation, a long-term relationship, a family situation, and also your financial standing. Those could be like the big topics that are of your concern. Okay, but for a lot of you, you want more security for yourself. You want security in your love life. You want security in terms of your finances. You want to feel like you're, you know, in your dream home or in a ideal living situation at least. So those could be big, like I said, concerns. But when it comes to love, I have the Star card. So you could be having certain desires or hopes. Maybe you're hoping for a particular person to come back around. Maybe you're hoping that a particular person won't come back around. It looks like a catch, or not a catch-22, a 50-50 energy in terms of reconciling with an ex. But for a lot of you who are single, it just feels like you're either in the energy of healing and trying to pour all your emotions into your creative endeavors and the things that you can tangibly see grow, which is like your money and, you know, handling business. And then others of you, you're on the other side of the coin where you're like, you know what, I really want a relationship that I can nurture and I can grow in. So it's interesting. You could have a very healing conversation during this time frame with your person if you guys are in a relationship. And this could be making you ask some important questions in terms of whether or not the faith that you have in this relationship working is dead or not. Now, when it comes to career, I have the Hangman. So you could be feeling like things are just a little bit stagnant. What you really want to do career-wise, you guys aren't really doing it quite yet because there could be a need for like restructuring some things or maybe going back to the drawing board. There's a lot of ideas that you guys are also sitting on as well that you need to be careful of. Like you could just be sitting on really great ideas for no reason. Also, some of you guys may feel like you just want to take some time off. Maybe you want to go on a vacation. Maybe you feel like you just need a break. But advice for you for the next 3 days, I do have the Queen of Swords. So know that you guys are in full awareness of what you need to be doing. You're not in a space to where you're in the dark at all. Like you guys know exactly which direction you need to be going in, and you need to be in a space of confidence, especially mentally. Whenever your mind starts to like creep up and make you think some really negative thoughts, draw it back to, okay, I know that I need to do this, this, and this, and shift your way out of that thinking as fast as possible. Okay. Also, Spirit is saying you need to be confident in your decisions and choices during this time frame, and you need to make choices and decisions that benefit you. And a lot of you need to stick to a budget, a plan here. But outcome for the next 3 days, I have the Magician card. So a lot of you are going to be in a space to where you're trying to make things happen and you're very motivated. You could be in a space to where you're like slowly but surely trying to get back into things that you may have put off to the side for some time. Okay, you're also recognizing other people's behaviors. If you do have anybody around you who's a little bit manipulative or funny moving, you will be able to call it out. All right, Scorpios, let's keep going. What are the messages here for my Scorpios? What do they need to be aware of coming into October 1st through the 3rd? Okay, so we have Just Breathe. We have Master. I've been getting Master for a lot of zodiac signs so far. And also Seek. All right, so with Just Breathe showing up, any moments where you guys have anxiety attacks or you have moments where you're having like slight panic attacks or overthinking, you need to get back to meditation, breathing exercises, but mainly meditation. Like what you need to be aware of, meditation is going to be your best friend during this time frame because your mind could be your worst enemy if you let it. Also, you guys need to be aware of anger and also acting off of impulse. Also with Master, this goes back to what I was just saying. You're going to have to try your best to master your emotions, to not just act out of being irritated or being emotional in the moment. You're really going to have to master that. And then also for my Scorpios who have been just having like this real big blockage in terms of matters of the heart, there's going to be more of this growing concern around what is keeping you from fully allowing yourself to be open to love, or what is the blockage in terms of it attracting itself to you or being aligned to you, excuse me. Then I also have Seek. So I think that you guys may have this deeper growing pain, this random burst of energy could be this deep growing pain for you guys to get more in tune with God, your spirit guides, your spiritual team as a whole. I think that this is also your spirit guides, God pushing you to learn more about yourself or to seek more in terms of your personal path and what's next for you. So you could be receiving a lot of like intuitive nudges, but Scorpios, this is what I see. Let me pull one more. It's going to represent the theme. What is the overall theme for this time frame for my Scorpios? And we have Uranus. So this is representing shakeups, you having to be revolutionary in your thinking, in the way you're doing things, like having to shake up the mundane, the normal way you're going about stuff, having to address the unusual or unusual things just popping up, unexpected change, okay, having to invent new innovative ways to go about stuff, new ideas, okay, having to address random drama. So these could be random themes that pop up during this time frame, okay? But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful. If it was, definitely thumbs up the video and subscribe. If you need a personal, like I said, the information is below, and I will see you later.